It's that old meme. 2008, there's the center, somebody slightly left of center. There's the left, my fellow liberal. There's conservative over here. As you go through the years, the conservative stays in exactly the same place. And the kind of leaning left centrist stays in the same place. But here's the left. It doesn't stay in the same place. It runs further and further to the left. And it can never take a step back, by the way, because whatever was one step behind it is now fascism. That's the way the rules work for them, right? So they can never actually moderate themselves. They can only go further left. And that's what we're witnessing. But he's running, the leftist is running to left and left. So my fellow liberal here in 2012, and that person's just stayed in the same place. The center has moved, though. All of a sudden, the center's moved over here. Now that center leftist is now right wing, it turns out. Woke progressive here is calling him a bigot now. This person hasn't changed. This is the only person that's changed. This person hasn't changed. This person hasn't changed. This person has changed. Now, 2025, there they are with a rifle saying bigot. That's the woke progressive. Now that regular centrist, leading left person, liberal, is far right. Everybody's far right to this person. That's this illustrates the problem, the dilemma for Western civilization perfectly. And by the way, who is this? Who is this here? Ideologically, apparently, from what we hear, this is a lot of the media. This is academia. This is doctors and lawyers and nurses and people who own restaurants. They're all this ideologically. They're all this person. They're not all going to pick up a rifle, but they agree with it. They told us. We saw them. We see them. They told us that. That's how we know. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, this witch here. I'm not going to play this again. Just so evil. Ugh. It's like staring into the abyss, like you lose a piece of yourself when you listen to these people. Yeah, more demons here. From Cam Higby, he ripped the sign off my table just after saying that I am destructive to society and that someone must stop me. Well, we know what that means now. What did the sign say? People shouldn't be killed over opinions. R.I.P. Charlie. We know what they mean now when they say should be stopped.
People like Cam Higby will just sit here and do this information, and they will just keep doing it forever until somebody stops them, because we've constructed an environment, we've constructed a society.
We know what that means now. We know what that means.
Where people can do misinformation. They can make an entire career out of it. And it doesn't matter how much that misinformation gets other people hurt and killed. It doesn't matter if it's just...
Opinions don't get people killed.
Yeah, you can have the wrong fucking opinion, dog.
Opinions don't get people killed.
This is it.
Why don't you show the sign? He's crashing out like this because I have a sign that says nobody should be killed with their opinion.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I tripped. I tripped. What are you going to do? Are you going to mace me?
Yeah.
Please mace me. Off.
Yeah, we know what they mean. We know that this is, they're not taking any time to let things cool down, right? They're not ashamed of it. They're not ashamed of what they believe. They're not ashamed of being in favor of political violence and killing people they disagree with. Like, it's mask off, fully mask off. Why does this guy feel so free to do this? Because everybody around him agrees. It's not a few of them. It's like half of them. Jonathan Kay says this thing where academics and Canadian journalists tweet idiotic things about assassinations, it boggles the mind. They've seen other people lose their careers and reputations over this sort of thing, but they do it anyway. It's like some kind of self-destructive tick they can't suppress. It's because they don't realize that there's anything wrong with what they're saying because everybody around them agrees with them. And if you're a professor at a university and everybody agrees with you, right? You think that's normal. You think that's just normal discourse, right? To express, gender, race, communist psychopathy, and to advocate for the murder of people you disagree with. If you're a professor at a university and nobody says anything, well, you got to assume everybody's kind of okay with it. It's not the first time. This isn't the first time these people have expressed these views. The guy who owns the restaurant, who tweets, it's not the first time he's expressed these kinds of views to people around him. The nurse, the legal aid, It's not the first time they've expressed these things. Everybody around them is just fine with it. They don't even know that it's wrong. Was there anything else in here? Yeah, here's all the blue sky lunatics. Just psychopaths. Just have to call them psychopaths at this point. Clown World update. Office Depot has fired the employee who refused to release a paid-for poster for Charlie Kirk's vigil, calling their actions unacceptable and insensitive. They've issued an apology and said the associate is no longer with the company. For one thing, this is just clear cut. Like, if you won't do your job because of your political opinions, yeah, you can't do the job anymore. But also, these people are telling us, like, they don't want a seat at the table, right? They don't want to be a part of the free marketplace of ideas. They want to kill everybody in the free marketplace of ideas so that they can just stand alone and rule as tyrants. So they don't get a seat at the table. There's nothing hypocritical about this. If we want to have a society where we can disagree without killing each other, okay, you have to exclude the people who want to kill everybody they disagree with, right? This is just the most basic kind of pragmatism here. All right, anyway, and here, vandal dressed as suspected assassin tramples Charlie Kirk memorial. They're telling us who they are. They don't care. Everybody around them agrees with them. They don't think there's anything wrong with this. Witnesses quickly took him to the ground, holding him until police were able to make an arrest. Just sick people who have been demented. I mean, what grievance studies degree does this guy have? A man wearing a t-shirt, much like the one that was seen in surveillance photos of suspected shooter Tyler Robinson, was caught on camera attempting to destroy a memorial for murdered conservative commentator and Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk. Video circulated on Sunday of the man identified by authorities as 19-year-old Ryder Corral. As he marched through the makeshift memorial outside the campus organization's headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona. Man, so yeah, they're telling us who they are. They're not ashamed. This is half of the left now. It's half of the left. These are people who do want you dead. If you disagree with them, they'll celebrate it. So everybody needs to be aware of this, obviously. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.